Hey, what's up? It's Johnny Baker, the Backwoods Badass, and you are watching Drinking at Moe's.
This is Drinkin Atmos, where we talk about the pros of pro wrestling in the Midwest while sipping on some brews with blessed beers and wrestling. That's my scene. Death matches and lucha libre, it's also mean. I'm a straight up smart goofball, not no kiss ass. I stand tall when it comes to wrestling. I'm the king. I know every move, every fling. Get ready for a wild time with Drinkin at Moe's, where we don't quit. Drinkin at Moe's, that's where it's at, like a power bomb. We hit hard, never flat. Fucking right, we're living the dream. Talking about wrestling, always a scream.
You know, I've always said here at Drinkinatmos, just because it says drinking at Moe's does not mean it has to be alcoholic. So I'm happy to say Drinking at Moe's is sponsored by Prince Nana Coffee, the, the exact same guy you see every week on Dynamite, on Collision. Yes, he has his own coffee, and it's freaking delicious. They don't even roast those beans until you've placed your order. And you might be telling me, hey, Big Mo, I'm more of a tea guy. They got you covered there too. Use the referral link in the description of this video. And let's get you dancing like Prince Nana with Prince Nana Coffee. All right, everybody, welcome Drinking at Mo's. Big Mo here. You know the drill. YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff everybody says, because YouTube's algorithm is a pain in the ass. Most places you can find the audio platforms, two major ones anyway, so don't forget there. Now that that crap's out of the way, I'm excited to have with me Johnny Baker. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Uh,
How you doing?
other than, like I mentioned before we press record, my little boy is, a little, he's been under the weather. He's kind of getting over it now. So that's been kind of a roller coaster of a weekend.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
my my weekend could have gone better if my favorite football team didn't choke in the last freaking quarter.
Oh, who you a fan of?
Packers.
Oh, yeah.
That game.
That was a rough one.
Oh,
I
God.
was I was at the Panthers game Sunday or
Uh,
yesterday, so that was
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Lord. The last NFL game that I've been to was the New Year's Eve game between the Packers and the Vikings up in Minnesota like a season or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, I bet.
They actually won that game. Hey, more
Right,
than what I
right.
can say for this last freaking Sunday.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I was just like, oh man, they have it. And then the last few minutes of that last quarter, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
It'd be like that sometimes. You can't win them all.
Oh god, and didn't help before we get into wrestling because that's a lot of what we're here for. Uh I get on some tangents here, but my little brother has me in on a fantasy football league with some of his in-laws, and my dad's also in it.
Mhm.
I have the Packers defense. I had Jordan Love in because I'm like, oh, it's the Browns.
Right.
But yeah, and you know what makes it even worse is I had freaking Jalen Hurts on the freaking bench.
Mm.
Last time
That
I'm
hurts.
doing that.
That hurts.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, that last time I've already switched my lineup for this next week.
Oh,
Already
yeah.
already switched around. No, I'm not dealing with that crap again.
Mm.
Love pissing me off. Anyways, before I go on a rant about my team freaking blowing it, first thing I like to start off everybody with when they first come on the show. What got you started as a fan, and then
Mhm.
what got you deciding to make the leap into the business?
Um, Starting out as the fan, I remember being 8, 9 years old, and this is when SmackDown was on Thursday nights on UPN. And out in the sticks where I live, we didn't have no cable TV, no satellite. We had the antenna. You had to move the little thing on the inside to move the antenna to get the channel to pick up.
Mm.
And there was couldn't ever get UPN to pick up at my house, and my next door neighbor was my cousin. So Thursday nights, that was my one night a week to be able, no bedtime, go over there next door, watch SmackDown, come home, go to bed. And it was just, I seen what made me fall in love first was actually the Hardy Boys. Like,
Mm.
I'm a Carolina guy, and just the crazy nonsense that they would do on ladders and stuff. And I was like, that's awesome. I still wish I could do some of that shit. Being honest.
Yeah.
But and I just kept watching, kept watching. Eventually, we ended up getting cable TV and all that out here, and I just every Monday, every Thursday, and then every Friday when they changed to Fridays, and fell in love with the business. Just being a fan.
Oh, yeah. SmackDown those days, back when, like, here in Nebraska, at least where I lived at the time, I'm not sure if anywhere in Nebraska got it, but we didn't get UPN. So
Oh wow!
the first time that I ever got to watch SmackDown was actually I had told my parents my senior year of high school that I always had wanted to go to New York City just for a visit. I did bucket list place. And they told me, because I worked summers as a lifeguard in my hometown, they said, you know what? You work, you pay for you get the money for your plane ticket and your dad will go with you. I was like, sweet.
That's awesome.
Well, that was back when they had the restaurant in Times Square.
Okay.
And well, I was like, oh, I see they had watch parties there. So I'm like, shit, all right, let's go. Tommy Dreamer was the host. And we you know how a lot of those themed restaurants you can, pay a little extra and you can keep this, like, the souvenir glass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Boom, I still got my WWE New York one.
Oh hell yeah, that's cool, man.
And that was literally the first time I ever got to watch SmackDown.
Mm.
But
That's a hell of an experience just to be able to see like your first episode of SmackDown. Yeah, it's cool.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then that same trip getting to we went by where they filmed the David Letterman show. Just
Mhm.
oh, we'll go to the deli around the corner and we'll walk around just to say, hey, we saw the place. Well, apparently neither of us knew that when, like, people would reserve tickets, but they'd have to not be able to show up.
Mhm.
They would have people working for the show asking trivia questions about it. And if you got your question right, you got to go to the show that night.
Oh wow.
My
That's
dad
cool.
and I did that, and we got to see a taping of the Letterman show. And it's a little unfortunate with one of the guests with his health situation, but we got to see Bruce Willis that night.
Oh wow.
So that was fun.
Heck
And
yeah.
then, I mean, I'm a baseball guy. I'm not a big Yankees guy, but I'm like, you're not going to not go walk around Yankee Stadium. They
You
were
got
out
to.
they were out of town at the time, but we're like, we're not going to be here and not at least go see the place. And then we ended up walking by, and some security guy peeked out from some random door, asked us where we were from, and then before we know it, we're getting a free mini tour of the stadium.
Oh wow. You lucked up on all kinds of things, it sounds like.
That trip, I sure did. But getting into the business, you fell in love with the business from a fan perspective from those days of you know watching SmackDown, getting introduced to it there. Was there a moment in there that you're like, you got to a certain age where you're like, I got to do that? Oh, here we go. Technical difficulties, that shit happens. But I was asking, was there a moment in watching those episodes of SmackDown, watching the Hardy Boys, because you mentioned they were a favorite of yours, that it was just that moment where you're like, man, when I find out how I can do this, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I want to say it was when The Undertaker first came back, the American Badass for this fight. I seen that and it was just like I was glued. And I was like, I have to find a way to do this. I mean, because all-time favorite's The Undertaker, hands down favorite wrestler ever.
Hard to argue against that one.
He scared the piss out of me when I was a kid, like when I first started watching, doing the whole dead man stuff. But
oh God, when
like,
his days as the head of the Ministry of Darkness, those days he scared the ever loving crap out of me.
oh yeah, for real.
But my first ever pro wrestling show in general, he was actually supposed to be there, and he was actually going listed as going up against Papa Shango.
Oh,
But neither of them were able to make it that night. But I did get to see one of my personal favorites, Big Boss Man, go up against Yokozuna. And I had floor seats right by the entrance.
mm-hmm.
So seeing freaking Yokozuna walking by me when like I'm a little third grader, damn near shitting myself.
A big dude. Was a big dude.
That and I actually recently got to meet, well, a couple of years ago, got to meet one of the other guys that was actually on that card, Rikishi.
Okay.
I got a figure signed, Head Shrinker Fatu.
Nice.
But Undertaker was a favorite of yours. He was like, yeah, you gotta emulate that in your own way somehow.
Yeah. Well, him and Steve Austin.
Oh, Stone Cold, my personal, yeah.
I emulate a lot of Stone Cold. Like it wasn't so much before, but like recently, last 3 years, I've been in a tag team whiskey business, and me and my partner was like, well, let's come out drink like flasks, and we'll shoot whiskey in there. But now that I've been doing some single stuff here lately, a lot of the shows I go to, they'll start a chant, "Johnny needs a beer," and like that's I come out drinking a beer and then I celebrate with a beer. It's a
I'm
good thing.
drinking one now.
Right. Uh, it's just it's a fun time. It's a new merch idea. I got to get some T-shirts made that says Johnny needs a
Get
beer.
one of like, how they had the whole Steve Weiser thing, have the old Budweiser logo and having that on, have like your own version of that.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah, I can see that. Hell, Stone Cold, I got some of my hobbies behind here. Talking about good freaking beer. Broken
Broken
Skull,
Skull.
the American Lager, freaking
Mm-hmm.
delicious.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I had to keep a can of. Well, I drank it obviously, but I mean I had to recycle some, keep at least one of them.
Yes, yes.
I mean, when that guy puts his name behind a beer, it's going to be a freaking good one.
Oh, it better be. You know.
Yeah, he ain't gonna put his name behind a beer that might as well be toilet water.
Right, right.
But you brought up the tag team there, and that was actually one thing that I was going to ask about because asking about the persona inspirations that you had. You mentioned Undertaker, Stone Cold, a couple people that I, looking at footage and putting my notes together, it got me thinking of a former guest of mine, Beer City Bruiser
Oh yeah.
was one of them. Cowboy James Storm was another. The guy that I haven't got to have on the show, but I've met him before. He's fun. And then another, speaking of, the tag team that you're in, another, and this guy's days in the tag team, but Bradshaw with the APA.
Oh yeah.
And I saw that, with your tag team that you kind of had something similar, like your own branding of, the whole protection agency sort of thing going.
Oh yeah. Not when we first started tagging, but there was a promotion out of Charlotte called XWW, and they brought us in, and that was pretty much our what they wanted us to do. They wanted it like, and they run at bars all the time, so pretty much like when we first debuted, we would go out, like start of the show, music hits, we go out, we have our own table to the side, and we just sit there and drink and play cards or whatever until somebody comes out, like pays us some money, and then we get in the ring and whip somebody's ass, and then go right back to the table just playing cards and drinking and stuff.
Love it. Love it. But that speaks to my tastes in wrestling. I love the intense personas. Yes, I'm a beer drinker. I love those personas and seeing stuff like that. Oh, speaks to my heart. But
Right.
speaking of XWW, like I I've gotten to God damn, we're about 400 episodes in now. I'm inching closer and closer. I'm still getting introduced to newer places and promotions that I might not have known as much about before, getting to know each guest. What does XWW got going on now? Because I know out of the match cards that I've seen come up relatively recently, wasn't there was something coming up, or like it already happened with like an 8-man tag?
Oh yeah, that was a week or so ago we did that. It's XWW. They pretty much have a heel faction. They've had this heel faction since they've been a company.
Yeah.
It's called Money Enterprises, and it's pretty much them versus the rest of the locker room. And the way it worked out this last time is 8-man. Like we had like two people from Money Enterprises and then two other champions that are heels against the babyface lineup, like rival, almost like rival and rival stuff. Uh, which was really fun. Got to do a beer break during the match, which was awesome.
Yeah.
uh, like we did a little thing, and I got a beer and I just started handing them. I was like, "Here, take one, take one, take one, take one."
Oh,
Did a little toast.
like the old
Did a
Stone
little,
Cold. One bear,
yeah.
two bears. What?
We did a little toast, and then my rival Thomas Extreme, he dumped the beer out instead of drinking it, and
Oh,
then
party foul.
that's cause for an ass whooping in my book.
You don't waste good beer like that.
No. And the bar wasn't really happy with us because they didn't give us any more beer after that either. So I
That's
guess if somebody's going to dump one out, they're just not going to keep giving them to us.
and something not well, kind of that you share with Stone Cold is you can also claim to be a United States champion, not like WCW and that lineage, but a United States champion nonetheless.
Right.
And it was for, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because Lord knows I watch. My wife loves to give me shit about the amount of wrestling I watch, but it was for that promotion, XWW, that you were the United States champ.
Yeah. I won it from James Johnson in a dog collar match. And then about a month later, Thomas hit the roll up with the feet on the ropes and beat me.
Oh,
But we're this Saturday. I finally get my hands on him for my championship, and I say my championship because I didn't really lose the
yeah,
championship.
yeah, feet on the ropes. Yeah, no, I get
um,
you there. And
but me and Thomas, we've had a long history before this, so it just kind of all kind of built up.
just yeah, that classic build up towards the with conclusion, the big blow off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we mentioned a little bit about, or it might have been before we started recording, but you having, well, actually, yeah, it would have been this last weekend, a match against another former guest, well, two-time guest actually, JAC.
Oh yeah, old Jesse.
Oh man.
We beat the snot out of each other.
I was gonna say, when I saw the graphic of the two of you, I'm like, oh damn, that one's gonna be, as JR used to put it, a good old slobber knocker.
Oh yeah. We actually just we main evented that show. He's the heavyweight champion for the promotion, and I wasn't even originally booked. I just reached out and kind of got the spot. And
Hey,
we've had like a handful of matches before. Um, Mainly like when he first started.
yeah.
It was like a 6-man tag. We ain't ever had like a 1-on-1, and then we done like a tag match. But like be able to like have that singles match and be able to like just really go at it. It was fun.
Oh, I can, my type of match right there. Like getting, like, I gravitate towards, like I said, any of the intense personas, and to see two of them matching up against each other like that, knowing like some of the places that, you know, Jesse's seen and been
Uh,
to, with, going over to places that are like no slouches for getting in there, but for like Noah in Japan and everything that he's accomplishing there, like that. Oh man, tell me that's on YouTube somewhere, or gonna
um,
be.
it it should be hopefully very soon.
Okay,
Uh,
because I was gonna say I want to watch that one.
oh yeah. Oh, as soon as I see it, I'll send you the link. Uh,
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Now, another promotion that I've seen, you on the posters, and well, I mean, they got a relatively impressive one coming up in October for Apple City Championship Wrestling.
oh yeah.
That October show that I'm seeing, like, you see some independent promotions that, like, they really go all out for these, you know, event posters, and
Yeah.
then some not so much. That one for Apple City Championship Wrestling, that October show, that's like, you get almost seeming like a Halloween theme spooky vibe on it.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Apple City, that's my home. That's my home promotion. Uh I got a lot of history with it. It actually started probably 10 years ago under a different name, but the name was still ACCW.
Yeah.
And about 2.5, 3 years ago now, Nick Nitro, or the past owner of it, just wanted to get out of the business.
Hmm.
So Nick Nitro and myself kind of took it on as our own thing. Nitro is the boss man, hands down. I just haul the ring.
I
But
got you.
we have grown this place, and it's been a real team effort with everybody in the locker room. Like, we have grown this into something that nobody thought. I mean, I've seen this in the past when that promotion first started, 10 people in a crowd working in front of the chairs and that's it. And then to be able to almost sell out like a 300 seat spot now. It's
Hey,
been time, like it's taken time, but like the proof's in
yeah.
the pudding and the cream's rising to the top, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Just got the tangents I get into on this show. I'm trying to start my son on some wrestling collecting. No, Lord knows I've got my own back here, but I find these like little like stuffed animal almost looking things of different wrestlers. Like I got him a Bray Wyatt one from that last run. I
Oh,
did
nice.
Cody Rhodes. Uh, got him a Macho Man, and you're crazy. Yeah, you got me thinking of the crazy. Oh yeah. I used to do that a little better than I do now, but
Oh,
you got me thinking about it there.
oh yeah. Randy Savage, iconic, man. Just
So yeah. Oh,
I
oh
could
God.
watch his promos like back to back to back to back to back and never be bored by it. So,
Oh God. Especially those ones from back dating myself 42. Yeah, 42 now. But from some of his stuff from when I was a little kid, like back in like the early WrestleMania days, where he was a Macho King and stuff, and
oh yeah.
just like him looking like, oh God, he looked like he was on something that
Oh,
just had him hyper as hell.
it's in the eyes. He's just
Yeah.
bug eyed the
So
whole
yeah,
time.
when he takes off the glasses and you see that look in his eyes, oh, they going into Macho Madness, that was you could see the madness in his eyes,
Oh,
literally.
for sure.
But oh man, some great stuff. And well, I wanted to mention about this because um, Apple City, it's weird for me because my hometown every year has a fall festival, the Applejack, where like there's heck right now my parents live walking distance between like two different orchards in town,
Oh,
and
nice.
like it's literally to the point where if you live in town you're stocking up your fridge before those, because it's now 2 weekends, but you're stocking up before those weekends even come, because those weekends you're not getting anywhere fast.
Oh, wow.
It is just crowded as hell. And
Hmm.
it got me thinking of my hometown because well, as of this recording, Friday, they are, for like only the second time in I forget how many years now, they're actually having a pro wrestling show in my hometown as part of that.
Oh, wow. Uh,
Which I'm like, man, if I didn't have a recording scheduled already, because I've been asked if I was going, I'm like, well, I got a recording, but if you're going to tell me you're going to have me in the show in some capacity, I'll think about
I'll make it happen.
rescheduling. I'll make it happen. But I hadn't heard back on that yet, so I'm not counting on it. But it's still, for me, that being my hometown and knowing that, you know, in our own little way, being in air quotes Apple City,
Hmm.
here seeing Apple City Championship Wrestling kind of got me thinking about all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, like the name we got from Taylorsville, North Carolina. It's a small town. It's my hometown. Um, and primarily we was running like 5, 10 minutes outside of town.
Mm.
So that's where the Apple City thing came from. And I mean, we have every October, it's like the third October, like the third weekend in October, we do a big Apple festival.
Kind of
Uh,
like my town, yeah.
y- yeah. And like we're right at the foothills of the mountains. So there's like 4 or 5 like orchards just like on one road, like
Mm.
on both sides. And it's just been nicknamed Apple City, so we just adopted it.
I get it. I get it. Very, very fitting, especially when you have a festival like that every year. So I'm glad to see that all is coming about. You guys are having a lot of success there. I love getting to see promotions grow from like one local to me. Actually, as of October 3rd, I will officially have been at every venue that they've ever done shows at. This one in October is the only one that I haven't been to, but I've seen them from when it used to be an Eagles club where like little like the ring wasn't like a regular ring. They had like almost like the mat and stuff was on the floor. Like
Oh wow.
one of those short ones. Like
Mhm.
they couldn't even really do stuff off the top rope because the ceiling was still
Oh,
like too low. But seeing everything that they've accomplished and how they've grown, I love getting to see independent promotions being able to do that.
oh yeah. I've wrestled in several of those little low boy rings with low ceiling. You can't do anything. You barely want to get a suplex. You might catch dude's feet on the rafters or something.
Oh God, what was it? Finn Balor at like an NXT house show or something. Like like his or somebody at an NXT house show. I want to say like head went through the ceiling
Oh,
tile. I
oh,
I've been to one with like they had a ceiling fan at a bar that was hung a little too close to you know being standing in one of the corners, and
yeah.
the guy went to woo and like hand hit his hand and he was like, "Ow!"
Oh, I got a funny story for that.
Oh, I want to hear
Um,
it. I want to hear it.
we did it was a 6-man tag match. It's been years ago now. It was me, I can't remember who I was in it. All I remember is like there's a big dive sequence and dude wanted me to back body him over the rope. And this building had fans. So he's like, and boost me good. And I was like, I got you. I threw him and his legs caught the fan on the way over, like, and broke the whole fan. Like the whole fan came down.
No.
It was quite comical. The
Oh
building
man.
people wasn't happy about it, but I remember it being pretty funny during in the moment.
I I have a question later that it sounds like that might also fit in the answer, but I got a funny story kind of related to venue damages that somebody had told me
Hmm.
about. An actual member of the NOI family told me about a story from the original ECW where Paul Heyman and the venue had told them to be careful, not to go too nuts with, damages and everything. And his match that night was against New Jack.
Oh,
And they both proceed to end up going through a wall. And Paul Heyman is yelling at them after the match.
mm.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I like knowing the stuff that I've seen, everything with New Jack, God rest his soul. That sounds like something that would happen in the New Jack match.
Oh yeah. Uh, I've had something similar happen in a match I was in at our home base for Apple City is a place called the Midnight Center, and this is when we first started. This was before me and Nitro had any type of hand in running things, and they just painted the walls in there, like just painted, and it was just a regular tag match, and we like let's be mindful, let's keep it in the ring, let's not do anything crazy. Sure as shit, the guy was teaming with ended up getting Irish whipped, and he was new. Like he didn't know any better or anything. So he just went into like where the guy was shooting him into, and he straight through the sheetrock.
Oh,
And
jeez.
like this is like this kid's third match, and he
Oh
like
no.
as soon as he hits it and realizes what's happened, you just see it on his face. Just
Oh
I'm
shit.
never getting used again.
Yeah.
We
Oh
ended up
man.
cussing the dude that put him
That-
into the wall because he should have knew better. But that
yeah.
was pretty
That's
fun. It's
still.
funny looking back on it. And we had a
Yeah.
guy
No.
like in the crowd. He was a regular of ours. He does construction and stuff. He's like, I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. So luckily we kept the building
Hey.
because I was afraid we wasn't going to have them.
Yeah. Oh man. That's crazy. Now, I have two categories here. First one, bit of a name game where I name off some people. You give me some quick thoughts on them, and I try to theme it towards the guest as much as possible. And there's a reason I brought up the whole United States champion aspect.
Okay.
Each of these guys is known, as a former United States champion.
All right.
First one, I mean, we kind of already talked about him a little bit, but at the time, he was going by Stunning Steve Austin.
Right. Old Stunning Steve, the Hollywood Blondes. It's just insane to me, like how seeing him there and then watching what he had morphed into. It's just
Yeah.
how is this the same guy?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, and he could go in the ring though. Like back
Oh,
then, I
yeah.
mean, he could go.
Oh, Ricky Steamboat and stuff, matches with
Oh
him.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, great stuff. Yeah. My personal all time favorite. And I often joke about this, but I'm dead serious. There's not many people that in the wrestling world get me starstruck. Like
hmm
I don't know if I'd be able to get a word out. If I ever got to meet Stone Cold, that would be I wouldn't be able to get a word out.
right,
I'm just saying it right now. The way I've had him built up in my head, as much as I know, he's a regular guy and all this, but in my head, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, that's Stone Cold right in front of me. Holy
give me a beer.
yeah, like I need a little liquid encouragement. Yeah, no, oh, because like I've been lucky enough to meet a bunch of my favorites. Like
Oh
I've
yeah,
I've met I've met Edge. I got a Elimination Chamber DVD cover signed and framed by him, the one where it looks like he's biting the cage.
oh yeah,
I got that one signed. I've met, oh god, I've met Rikishi. I've met Swerve. I've met Keith Lee. I've met Danhausen, for God's sakes.
oh yeah,
That was fun.
oh I
But
bet.
and I've actually kind of ran into Kevin Owens once,
Okay.
literally at Disney World of all places. I'm like, I bent down for some reason, looking up, and all of a sudden, boom, there's that T-Rex skull tattoo on his arm. And I'm like, my eyes slowly went up, and I'm like, holy sh. He was with his family though, and we were in the middle of the
Right,
park, so I'm like, I know I saw you. I'm I'm not gonna fuck up your family time. But
right.
I've said recently that I'm like, man, if we were in the damn parking lot,
Different story.
different story. I would have hoped that I wouldn't ruin family time, but I'm at least asking for a damn picture.
Right. I
But
think as
not,
long as you like come like respectable about it, like they probably not have too much of a problem.
yeah, that's the way I would have done it in the parking lot. But when we're in the middle of the park, I was just
Yeah,
like, man,
that's
if
not the
I
time.
ask for a picture, it's gonna just cause somebody's gonna be like, "Why are they taking a picture?" And then they'll recognize them, and then it just
Some more.
snowballs from there. I'm
Mm,
like, nope, I'm not ruining family time because I know what was it? Cody Rhodes said he will rarely ever turn down a request for like a picture or an autograph. But if he's with his, well, now two daughters, it's like,
Mhm.
nope, that's their time. I'm like,
Right.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Cody, this next person on the list, coincidentally, the guy that Steve ended up winning one of those United States championships from. Cody's brother, Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes. I was more introduced to him as Gold Dust. So like
True. That persona of his is definitely the one. Like, I probably ended up watching him as Dustin before that, but
mm,
the one that, like, I definitely remember more vividly, Gold Dust. Yeah.
just the crazy amount of stuff he tried to get away with, like that character is insane to me. Like
Oh,
that is dedication. I don't have that kind of dedication.
and you're trying to. Oh God, what was it with Ahmed Johnson where he was, knocked out, and then he tries to give him mouth to mouth, and
Give
Ahmed
him
just
out.
starts freaking out.
I'd be mad to they had the gold like
The
paint on
gold
his
on
lips.
his, yeah. Oh man, yeah. Oh man.
I think my favorite Gold Dust stuff though is like when he was doing the stuff with Booker T,
Oh, the
like
stutter stuff.
comedic gold,
Oh God.
comedic gold.
Oh yeah. Oh, watching some of that stuff back gets me every damn time. I even I even told him, and I think he actually reacted to it on. I'm not calling it X. I'm calling it Twitter. But I once tweeted at him about. I mean, yes, I would love to meet him for more than this. But I said, man, if I ever got to, and I could at the very least do the whole. I'm like, oh please.
I
Oh,
think my favorite like little promo that they did with him and Booker T was whenever he had to painted up like the Rock, and, and the Rock's like, "Quit touching yourself!" Like, what's wrong? It's great. It's great.
oh, great stuff. Next up, God dang, he definitely gets remembered more as the uh as a WCW champ, but he's definitely held the United States Championship, even winning, well, losing it to, well, Raven, DDP.
Oh, DDP, the Diamond Cutter. Uh, man, talk about a dude that could inspire anybody to do anything.
Lord,
Uh, I mean, getting like starting your career when you're like 35 years old
yeah.
and mind-boggling.
Oh God, yeah. Like, and oh, what was it? Dusty telling, I believe it was DDP telling him, because DDP had told him about not thinking that he would ever be, champion, the world champion, and Dusty basically telling him, man, if your goal ain't to be that guy, then what the hell are you doing?
Right.
I mean,
Uh,
maybe not saying it that way exactly, but that basically.
I think that should be what everybody strives for.
Oh,
I mean,
totally.
it's it's one thing like being on a card and knowing your place, but at the same time, you need to strive to be at the top of the card. You want to strive to be the guy in that promotion.
Oh,
It don't matter. I mean, if it's here in front of 100 people or down the road in front of 10,000 people,
oh,
you
totally.
want to be that guy.
Oh, yeah. And then thinking everything that he's been accomplishing, even after he called it a career, like everybody that he's been helping from, you know, where, I mean, he's no longer with us anymore, but Scott Hall,
Oh yeah,
helping him out the way he was before he got into the DDP yoga program,
Hmm.
Jake Roberts, another one. And
That's
just,
a walking miracle. Like I'm surprised. Like I hope nothing ever happens to him, but geez, like he's had a rough life.
that is true. Like, you see, like, heck, the both of them, you've seen, everybody's probably seen the videos where they probably shouldn't have been allowed to go out through the curtain at a show,
No, absolutely not.
but they still did. And to go from that to where, Scott Hall definitely, I mean, it's unfortunate his passing, but, seeing where he was to where he got to, before his passing, and just
Hmm.
being in such better shape and everything. Same thing for Jake Roberts, man. That DDP is, you mentioned it, inspiration. That was
Yes.
like, if you put one word in for that guy, yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Now, last but not least here, at least as of this recording, because Lord knows with the way titles change around the business, the guy that is currently holding the United States Championship in WWE, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. He talk about being able to get over.
Yeah.
Um, just the Uzi stuff.
Oh God, he's not feeling very oozy.
I'm big on like the wrestling podcast stuff. So listening to Cornette talk about him in Ring of Honor and like just the stark difference of what he is
Yeah.
now. It's insane. Like
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's great on the mic and he's wheeled himself up here to like a top level.
Oh, for sure.
Hats
And
off to him.
oh, totally. And one match involving him that I always seem to go to when it comes to, just how good that guy is on getting something over. I think back to the WrestleMania match he had with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh yeah.
And like, on paper, before that, that match, no offense to either of them, that match right there sounded like it should have been an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
But they turned that into one hell of an entertaining match. Like,
Yeah.
one that you wouldn't think that match had any business in being that entertaining. They
Mhm.
did it.
That was for sure a sleeper match on that card.
Oh,
Like
for sure. Absolutely.
I know like and I feel like now it's getting more accepted, like the whole celebrity stuff in, but like
Yeah.
that was when it was like, okay, they put their damn stamp on that one. Like is we're
Oh,
here.
yeah. Between him and, him in Knoxville, and then, another one that really put a stamp on, celebrity involvement for me was the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Yeah, that
That
was a
one
good
right,
one.
like, good Lord, the reaction when from the crowd when Bad Bunny came out, and like, I kind of get goosebumps just thinking about, like, hearing, like, what seemed like the entire crowd, every word of Bad Bunny's song that he came out to,
Mhm.
like, right along, not missing a beat. I'm like, holy hell, that would have been fun to be in that crowd.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I get goosebumps like that thinking of like certain entrances too, but like that was a good one. It was like, wow, all right, everybody knows this. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely seen a few. Oh, God. The one that always did it for me, and I remember actually getting to be there live for one time, last little bit here, but the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom.
oh wow.
I got to see them live once,
Hmm.
and man, there's a reason they termed it the Road Warrior Pop.
Right.
When that first, right when it started, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually happening. Yeah.
Oh, I love the Road Warriors. Like
Oh,
one of the all-time greatest tag teams, like
oh, totally.
hands down.
Totally. Now, I got some random questions. Some wrestling related, some not, some nothing to do with anything we've talked about so far.
All right.
So I give you the question, first answer that pops in your head. First one, craziest in match moment for you.
I've got one, and it's a good one.
Okay.
It was in a tag team match. It's been years ago. Not with my tag team partner now. Um, we're the baby faces. We're in the ring. We've made our entrance. Heels are coming out. Um, a guy. His real name's Robert Ordway. He used to go by Big Country when he wrestled, and he was making his round around the ring, and all of a sudden we see, the fans get up. They're getting their heat or whatever, and I don't know exactly what he said to set this guy off, but like the guy had a baby in his hands,
Mm.
and all you see is him throw the baby like back to his wife, I guess his wife or girlfriend, whatever. And like that was dude ended up having to be like escorted out of the building. Like he was hot, but like he literally threw his baby. He was so mad. He threw his baby to his wife or whatever and like was up in dude's face. And talk about trying to bring a crowd back because we had match ain't even started. And I was like, okay, guys, let's bring everything back.
Oh man. Yeah,
uh
no, that I can see that being a pretty crazy moment. Like I'll admit, knowing what I do about the business, it would take a lot to really get me that sort of heated at a wrestling show. But yeah, if I had my kid and somebody like would say something about my kid, I'm like, I'm generally a big old teddy bear, but you come after my kid, I'll turn into a damn grizzly in about 2 seconds.
I don't I don't think it was anything about the kid, or if it was like uh it's more of an adult show. I
Yeah.
mean, but it's maybe a 1, 2 year old baby, and I think it amounted to something about alluding to somebody being on meth, and that's what set it off.
Oh yeah.
And
That'll
and I
do
was
it.
like, you're making yourself look guilty here now.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely a little suspect there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been lucky enough with some of the crazy getting to witness some crazy moments, some involving fire,
Mm,
which it makes it funny because I had a guest on and he's done some death matches. And
okay.
anybody that's even dabbled in them, I ask them, what's a weapon that you would avoid being used on you if you
Ooh.
could have the choice? And he mentioned glass and fire. And I'm like, funny enough, the first ever death match that I ever got to see in person, the ending of it involved both.
Oh wow.
Like literally taking four folding chairs, bridging two panes of glass on them, and then one of the guy's managers came in with pulls out a thing of lighter fluid from his pocket,
Hmm.
lights the glass on fire.
Mm,
Yeah. So when he mentioned glass and fire, I'm like, that is too funny because the first one I ever saw involved both.
right. I dabbled in it a little bit when I first started, not willingly. Like when I got in the business, like when I got in, I didn't want to do any deathmatch stuff, but ironically, the place I started at is kind of what they were known for,
Mm.
and I just kind of got thrown in,
Yeah.
and uh, the lopes wasn't heavy enough for the stuff I was doing, if you know what I'm saying.
Like like any form of wrestling, what I always tell people, supporters and detractors of it, but when it's done right and not like somebody just put up some ring ropes like just on the ground in a
Hmm.
backyard, man, it's just like any other form of wrestling. You just got all those crazy elements surrounding everything.
Right, right.
But
I don't hate it. Like,
yeah,
it's just not what I want to do.
no, hey, I totally understand you there. Now, one thing that I want to hear is what is, if anything, if you even watch much TV, a show that you like to watch outside of stuff for wrestling.
Um, Probably it's a comfort show. It's probably one of my favorite shows of all time, Sons of Anarchy. I love it.
Oh, that's a classic. I I got introduced to that when I was on deployment, and I just ended up watching everything after that. I think I got pretty much every season on DVD,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, talk about talk about a crazy last season.
I know it's wild.
I get like, oh god, what was it? Tommaso Ciampa used to have in his entrance music for NXT, the or no wait, or who was it that? Oh no, Lance Archer. Everybody dies.
Yeah,
That was that last season. Like everybody dies.
yeah, all of them. I I I fell in love with that show. Like I didn't even watch it when it was first out. Like because everybody was so hype. I'm one of those people. Like if you're really hype about it, I'm gonna give it a couple years and then I'll find out for
Yeah,
myself how I feel.
yeah.
And actually, I'm pretty sure I started when everything was shut down for COVID. Like it was on Hulu, and I just streamed it
Oh,
like nonstop. And I was like, oh, why didn't I jump on this whenever it was first out?
yep. Nope, I can relate there. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the whole Tommaso Ciampa thing, it was no one will.
No one will survive.
So I mean, kind of along the same route,
Yeah, yeah.
similar. All right. Now, with the name of a show like I have, I feel like I have to ask this one.
Uh-huh.
Favorite drink, alcoholic or otherwise? And I feel like I don't have to worry about not drinking with a having been with a tag team with a whiskey in the name.
Oh yeah. Um, my favorite drink is free beer.
Yeah.
Second favorite's cold beer. But my go-to right now is the Michelob Ultra. That's where I'm at. I was really big on the Bush Apple when it first came out a
Oh,
couple
that
years
is
ago,
delicious.
and then they did this limited run over the summer, and I got 112 pack, and I could never find it after that, and I was so pissed about it.
Yeah, whenever they get on those limited runs where they actually release it, oh, that's some delicious stuff. I think they even did a peach one.
Yeah, the peach one's decent. I'm more of an apple guy myself, so
The,
I
the,
like.
the apple one is delicious, though. I've had that one.
And a new favorite I've been on is the garage beer.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
That is good. I've had both the regular and the lime.
Uh-huh. I like the regular a little better, but the lime's good too. I can drink.
Oh yeah, no, I although much like free beer or cold beer, I always just tell people I'm an equal opportunity beer drinker. Put in front of me, I'll drink it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, I'm the same way. I mean, it doesn't help these bar shows. I mean,
Yeah. Oh
I'm at
man.
least gonna have one or two. So, and mainly during my entrance.
Oh god. I I want to do this more, but I've tried to dabble in commentary, but the the opportunities right now for me have been few and far between. But the one time I actually got to make an entrance at a show doing commentary, I asked, you know, I want to do the Stone Cold with the beers. They're
Oh
like,
yeah.
do it. I'm like, I remember telling a few people, you do not tell a Stone Cold fan that he's going to get to do that during an entrance at a wrestling show and then go back on it.
No.
And I did it. Although I made the mistake of trying to look around as like right immediately after, and some of the beer was still coming down, and a little of it got in my eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that burned for a little bit.
Um, I got a funny story on that. Like, because I've been like, I'll get beer in my eye at least one time a show, and but this was when we was doing the whiskey business. I had the flask, and I didn't get a chance to hit the liquor store or anything on the way to the show. So they have that fireball that they sell in the gas stations around here. I was
Mm.
like, well, ain't nobody gonna know. I'll just put this in here. So we're making our entrance. We come out, we open the flask, we cheers. Down the hatch it goes, and I missed my mouth, and it went all up my
Oh,
nose.
like up and yeah.
Talk about cleaning your sinuses out. Like I could breathe colors there for a minute. It felt like.
Oh God. Yeah. No, you get something like that like burns stuff going, like, yeah. That'll clear you up pretty damn quick.
Oh yeah.
Be stuffed up like crazy beforehand. You have something like that happens and up, you're good to go after.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that was the same way with the the gas chamber at boot camp. They get you in there. You take, for me, getting the mask off. It was like kind of a delayed reaction because like you have to say something after, and I just
Yeah.
remembered taking off the mask, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, this isn't so. Oh my God.
Oh, just hit you.
Oh God. Yep. And then it's just drainage.
Hmm.
Yep. Well, I could go on a whole thing about all that, but that's for a whole nother time. Now, last but not least here, best advice you have for anybody wanting to get into wrestling.
Best advice is wait, which way I should go with this? Don't. I've heard that answer
I've had
before.
people say that.
Uh, no, just realize it's not ballet. I think that's the main thing, and you have to be able to be comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense.
Makes complete sense.
We, I know, like when I started, and then there's some people I've watched start, and it's like they're just in this shell, and it's like that's not helping anybody. Like you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I mean, I was a shy kid growing up. I was shy when I first got in the business. Uh, I didn't open up, man. I still like I'll still be in locker rooms today, and I'm just kind of sitting by myself. I'm like, I'm not trying. Like I'm with one of the boys, but I'm not. Everybody else can do their thing. I'm gonna sit here and watch and be entertained that way. I think, and also just starting like find a reputable school to start
Yeah,
at.
that
That
would
was
be a good one.
that was a big thing whenever I started, because I came up probably not the most traditional way. Like I seen a flyer, I hit them up on MySpace. That's how long ago it's been. And they was like, yeah, just come set up and we'll train you to bump or whatever. And yeah, I mean that's where my journey began. But like it took time. Like find a
Yeah.
reputable school, get some people's names behind you who can sign off and be like, that's our guy.
Oh yeah, and it's not like it was back, then for you, or even growing up for me, where like you might hear about a school, not that they weren't out there, but you might be traveling halfway across the country.
Right.
for a reputable one. When
Mm,
now it's like no matter what part of the country you live in, there's something in your region. There's a
yeah.
reputable place in your region, no matter what part of this country you live in.
Mhm. It is way more accessible now than it was when I started 2010. Like, I didn't know where to start. I just happened to see the flyers. Like, yeah, I've always wanted to try it. Let's see how it goes. And then here we are, 15 years later, still talking about it. So,
Oh, yeah. Well, before we go, where can people find you social media wise so if they don't already have their eyes on you, they can go ahead and get them there?
I'm at Backwoods Jonny on Twitter, even though I don't know how to really use it. Uh, Instagram, TikTok, and Johnny Baker on Facebook.
All right. Yeah, no, Twitter and TikTok are probably my two most neglected ones myself. But we'll get all of it in the description. Want to thank you for taking the time to talk to me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure, and you're welcome back anytime.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, and thank you for your service as well. I appreciate it.
Thank you. There. Now my issue with this fucking button. Hopefully, I don't hit the damn